how that happened. We were talking about handbags. I was trying to get you to subscribe, and then there I go messing up. But I don't know what window I opened. I don't know how that happened, but we're going to talk about handbags. And I was telling you that it was a requested video by Tammy over at Tam's Place. We are going to do a slight haul first. Well, I don't mean slight. I mean, we're going to do half of it, and then we're going to do the story about Poshmark and the fake that I bought there, that what I think is a fake, but they said it wasn't. So we'll go through that story time in just a minute. Again, I want to thank you for being here. It looks like no one has joined me yet. I hope you guys get to come back. I don't know how I accidentally opened that window. I'm going to go ahead and try to open it while we get some more viewers in, and then we'll talk again. Okay. Yeah, I do not know how that happened. That was so strange. Really strange. That happened to me one time when I was on an auction. Hi, Caffeine Addict. How are you? Yeah, I do not know how that happened. That was so strange. Okay. I think I got it together now. So, yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about handbags today. And like I said, this is a requested video, so I will take your questions, and that's why I want to do a little bit of a haul first, so maybe you can generate some questions. I know the main question that I got from Tammy over at Tam's Place is to try, how can she avoid buying fakes, or what to look for in fake handbags, that, you know, because she does run a business out of an antique booth. She also sells on Poshmark. I don't think she's done eBay yet, or she may have just started, but she does a very brisk business with handbags, and she does a lot of, hi Guillermo, how are you? And Bianca and Nora and Caffeine Addict, I said hello to you. And so she wants to know how to be able to be, how to buy with more confidence. Now, I'm by no means an expert. I'm only a connoisseur. After selling for so long on eBay, as I was explaining prior, I've been selling on eBay for about 12 years. So, and I've always loved designer items, designer goods, and I have bought them directly from the stores, retail. I have bought them pre-loved or secondhand, and that's the way to go as far as I'm concerned. If you can find a good deal, a good bargain for a bag that's slightly used, you know, people that like those types of handbags, they like to go through them. So they're quick to just get rid of them and sell them at a bargain price and buy another one. And that's what it's about for them. So you can really take advantage of that. As I said, I am a power seller on eBay. I've been selling on there for about a dozen years. And I started with Poshmark also when they opened the doors about 6 years ago, I believe. And that's one of the places where I do source handbags. I source them to resell them, and I source them to keep them. Now, the one thing that I think to bear in mind is that there are different ways to detect fake handbags. There are more than one way. There is more than one way. I do have another video. I'll link it at the end of this one on mostly Louis Vuittons. But as we go through the haul and you generate your questions, please be sure to put them either in caps or with a couple of question marks in front of them or something so that I can see them as I go through them. But I'll start with the haul first. Again, if you haven't subscribed, I hope you take the time to do so. There is a bell there as well, right next to the subscribe button. And that will let you know when I upload a new video or when I go live. So if you like chatting or like asking questions and you want to do that while I'm here face-to-face live in real time, you have to hit the notification bell. And again, that'll notify. All right, so here's the cutest little bag. When I saw it, I was just enamored. This bag, guys, I know it looks a lot like the Hermes Kelly bag, but I guess they've been getting some slack on some designers have been getting a little bit of flack or whatever about using the Kelly bag. It may be the Kelly bag name. It may be copyrighted. So I've been seeing it in the magazines referred to as the lady bag, and I love that. I think that's a beautiful moniker for it because it really does look very ladylike, very classic. But it really surprised me. I saw the leather, and you can kind of tell that it's a Coach bag from the leather, but it surprised me with the style because, I mean, Coach has expanded to different styles and everything, but I just never expected this from Coach. It's really cute. It's got a back pocket back here. I think I paid about $10 for it. I think it was marked 14, and I do get that discount. No, it was marked 12. So I got it probably for about $8. It's in very good condition. It is vintage though. I don't know if it's from the 90s or when, but it's not a current style. It's got a really, it just says Coach there in the front. I don't know if you can see it there on the little brass hardware. That's another telltale sign of fakes is that Coach usually uses in their gold tone hardware. They usually use real brass, and you can tell the brass from the just colored washed base metals. They're very shiny, and the others are very shiny, the base metal, and they're not as heavy. The hooks and all of that for the extra straps are always heavy. They're made well. They're stitched really nicely. So this has a really cute little clip that you just open to unlatch it there, and I do have it stuffed. And that's a little tip for you guys: when you do list your handbags, be sure to stuff them. Don't lay them down looking like that. You know, if you want to show it at its best, so you want to do that. I have it stuffed with some purses. And yeah, I have a couple of handbags in here. It's a pretty good condition bag. It does have the classic creed in here that you'll usually find. Now this, I forgot, I think it says it was made in Italy, if I'm not mistaken. It always tells you where it's made for the Coach. And when they say USA, you know you're looking at a vintage bag. And this one says of the finest materials, handcrafted in Italy. So I think this was a little vintage also, but I don't know. I love the fact that it's made in Italy. When they start saying China, they still may be genuine, but they're a later model. They're not from the early, 80s and 90s and so forth. But that's a beautiful bag, still in really good condition, pretty little chocolate color. I love it. I think it's so pretty. I do like that style. So that's one thing I bought recently. And then I bought this one. These are the kind of things I will put up on Posh and eBay. They all sell. But no, it does not look like a typical Coach at all, Tammy. I like this one because I just did some rehauling in my bags, and I'll bring you what's in my bag later, that I have wanted to carry like a little purse within my purse. So when I'm in a hurry and I just want to go to the post office and I don't want to grab my big purse, I've got my credit card and my keys. I do have a keyless entry to the car, but I have to carry it with me. So I'll have my keys and my little credit cards, and I'm ready to go. And if I need to, I'll have a strap. If not, I just have it, as a little clutch. But I bought this one, and I thought somebody else might be thinking the same thing. This one came out to about $3. It is fully embroidered. It is so cute. These are not, has 2 compartments actually. And I don't even think it has a brand name. It's so cute. Look at that. It has no brand name at all. It has an adjustable strap, 2 compartments. It's perfect. Perfect little messenger bag for when you're out thrifting as well. Kind of like a wallet on a chain, really. So it's just got those little zip ups. Beautiful, beautiful colors. And all of that is embroidered. So I love that. I'll probably list it on Posh. I do have one already that I'm using in my purse, but that's leather and it has paisley. It's really cute, and it's really fitting the bill for me. Okay, and then here's a brand I want you to know when you find it. It's always, sometimes it has wonderful style. I have showed some other videos where I showcase this brand. It's the Tano, T-A-N-O, and I believe it's out of Spain. And when I showed it, one of my subscribers a couple of years ago gave me the whole history about it, and I was so intrigued. Apparently it was a son and father that started it in Spain, and just really good quality handbags. And I have sold a couple on Posh, actually both of them. It was a yellow one and a really pretty, it looked like an Hermes Birkin, the way the flap opened, but didn't have the belt or anything. Super pretty. This is a really pretty metallic tone suede. I paid about $5 for this, guys. See, it was marked $7.99, and it's in great condition. Absolutely fabulous messenger bag. Again, you can't beat the messenger bag when you go to those flea markets or you're out at the thrift store or the bins. We don't have the bins here, but I know if I was in the bins, I would want to have my hands free. So that's what I do. I always like to switch off, and to the point where I even now carry a small bag in my big bag. It's a pretty brown color. It kind of reminds me of that Fendi that I sold not too long ago. I don't know if you guys remember. I'll take a look at the chat in a minute, guys, to see if you guys have any questions for me. It was pink and it had this metallic, almost holographic look to it. This one has 2 zippers here in the front. Let me see how big they are. I haven't checked everything. They're small, nice place to put, you know, your spare change or maybe some postage stamps or something that you need right away. So that's really cute. And again, double compartment. It was great. It is in great condition. It has 2 pockets on the side. You probably can't see inside of it, but it has 2 pockets on the side, and it does zip up. I like that too. Nice zipper. And this tassel is all the trend right now. Tassels everywhere. It reminds me of the Rebecca Minkoff that I just recently sold on Posh as well. So this is a great bag to pick up, guys. A great brand to keep in mind, Tano. And then I found this lovely Betsey Johnson. And this one I got for about $7. It was marked $10.99. And it's the fur. This will come really, really trendy come the winter time. It seems to all. This is the Betsey Johnson, not the Betseyville. The Betseyville is made even more compromised, because I think Betsey Johnson used to make much better handbags a few years ago when she was using leathers and just really quality materials. And she kind of downsized a little bit on that, kind of downgraded, I should say. But her Betseyville line is even cheaper. So I don't pick up Betseyville. I really don't, especially if it's used, maybe if it was brand new, but because it doesn't wear well. But this is really cute. I picked it up because it's got that multicolored zipper like our Dooney and Burks did for a while in the 90s. I thought that was cute. It is a heart shape. It is pink. Those are all things people like. They like the hearts. They like the pink. They like the fur. I think it was quite a few designers a couple of years ago. They always bring out the little fur bags. They're really popular. Brand new one, guys. It has absolutely no wear. So I look for that. I don't like to trouble myself too much with cleaning bags. Look, it's still got the seal. So this is a brand new bag. So I got to get that listed. Really, really cool. And that's Betsey Johnson signature, not the Betseyville. And then it has the gold chain interspersed here with some faux leather. It also has a little gold charm that says Betsey Johnson on the little gold heart. So it's super cute, crossbody. Someone's going to love it. Again, lots of features here to love. Pink, fur, crossbody, great bag. Any questions so far, guys? While I take a drink, I'm going to peruse the chat. Don't forget to give me that thumbs up, guys. As soon as you walk in, it looks like 15 people are watching. I really appreciate it. This is a different time for me. I sometimes come in the evening. I had been coming at noon on Saturday, but I don't know. I just like to switch it up because I know a lot of people live in different time zones and see who shows up for this hour. Is this your personal treasure trove, or are there? No, I'm selling. Are your items in this room? Oh, everything in this room is probably for sale, even my personal stuff. I keep thinking I'm going to sell my personal stuff, you know, my jewelry and everything. I can't take it with me. And I've talked about selling my jewelry because you just can't take. I mean, I'll leave some as heirlooms, of course, from my grandchildren and my daughter who cares about jewelry, but the other 2 daughters don't really care about jewelry. So I don't know. But pretty much everything behind me is for sale. Yeah. And the handbags I'm showing you, they are for sale. They're going to be listed very shortly. I don't think I've listed any of these yet, but they will be. And let me see. Yeah, it's very poor quality on that Betsey Johnson. That's why I love looking for the older models, and especially with Michael Kors as well. I have found bags by Michael Kors that you have to dig for his name. It's on the inside. And I found a beautiful white leather patent. I gave that one to my daughter a couple of years ago. I had no idea it was a Michael Kors till I opened it up and found it in the zipper. But it was so well made, so fabulous. It has now saturated the market. It is now considered pretty below mediocre. So I don't pick them up at all. How do you determine what to list where and where you will list the first coach? I'm going to list that first coach, I think, on Poshmark first, and I only determined that because it's so easy to list on there. And once I get a good picture on Coach, I can, you know, transfer it to. I don't do anything on my PC. I mean, on my Mac. So I just take the picture, square mode, already for either platform because it's just easier that way, and it really already crops it for you. So there's no reason why not to take pictures with the square mode. And then I'll put it on eBay, and eBay has a really strong buyer community for handbags. They really do. I buy and sell there all the time. I love it. And I'll probably put it on Etsy as well, since it is vintage. And Etsy's a little bit slower for me because I don't feed it as much as I do the others, but I have been selling bags on there. I have been selling jewelry on there. So, but all three platforms will, you know, it might not sell as quickly. I predicted it would, if I put it on all three platforms, I predict it'll probably sell on eBay first. I really do. I just think people are looking for vintage bags. That's where the first place I go for vintage bags that are contemporarily vintage, not like, you know, like recent vintage, not like from the 60s or so. So let me see if I have Perla. Thank you for being here. What are your go-to brand designer handbags and purses for reselling? Again, I really like to get those obscure brands that to me, they were obscure till my subscribers told me about them. But the handbag fanatics, the handbag connoisseurs, they know their brands, and it doesn't have to scream logos. You know, who knew about Goyard till somebody else told you about it? I mean, it was just a little pattern bag. You know, I didn't know it was a big fancy brand till I started seeing people all over the, you know, the Galleria and the malls sporting them, and it's a, you know, a very high dollar brand. But I go for that. And of course, if I can find a Louis Vuitton, that's always a great one to pick up. Fendi, I was lucky enough to find Fendi not too long ago. I love to find those, especially the Fs. People are always resurging and going back to the 90s and 80s to get what their mothers and grandmothers were carrying. So those are very important. Coach, again, I love the classic Coach from the 80s, the big thick leather ones with the industrial zippers and the brass hardware. That is my favorite to find. When I find a Coach like that, I go giddy. I really do. Especially if it's in good condition. And even if it's not, those are usually very easy to clean because they're not lined. And speaking of Coach, there's another little one here. Where is it? Hope it didn't fall. Oh my goodness, I'll have to bring it back because, oh, here it is. This one. I love this one. And I was surprised that it was a Coach because it was lined, but because it looked like it was new. I mean, vintage. My receipts are back here. See, I was going to start using this one, of course, with a purse. But I decided not to because my phone doesn't really fit in here. But it's so cute. And this is more of a reissue because it is lined. It is lined in very nicely. It has some, it doesn't have the creed inside, but I know it's a Coach. And it's got the 3 cards slots. It's a nice fabric lining. It's a softer, not as thick fabric, leather material as the other 80s and 90s ones, but it does have the brass hardware, has very good quality hardware. Great stitching is another thing you're going to look for. In a fake bag, guys, fake leather or sometimes they compromise handbags and they'll do the bag in leather and they'll do the strap in synthetic. And that's why I stopped buying things like Taglianello and Bernini, or is it all of those brands that are like department store brands. I stopped buying them because I hated to have to qualify the fact that it was not full leather, that it was just, you know, the body. So you'll see that fraying. If you have a genuine bag, it's not going to fray. It's not going to fray around here. The stitching is not going to come apart. You're not going to have to say, oh, you have to fix that, because no, that's not going to happen in a good quality leather handbag with a leather strap. Here's the cute little back. You can take it off. You can take the strap off and just carry it as a clutch, or you can wear it as a belt fanny pack. That is so cute. Isn't that the cutest thing you've ever seen? And I think I paid about $6 for it. So cute. But you know, again, you look at other things. It doesn't have the creed. It doesn't have, you know, it doesn't even have where it was made. I think it did, but it came off. And it has a little tiny ink stain that I'm going to try that experiment with the hairspray again, because that's how it came off the last time, with some hairspray. Oh, and then it has a little Coach tag, and it has the Coach name right there embossed. So this was probably put out a few years ago. It's not from the 80s. but it's so cute. I love it. So, and another thing, a little tip about the creeds, don't live and die by the creeds, guys. Even eBay has a big blog about how the creeds, the only thing you can really rely on about the creeds is that they change. Now, if they do say United States, that's one thing. I do know that it's definitely vintage 80s and 90s. If that, when it says made of fine materials in the United States, that I can rely on. But as far as the code numbers, if someone can decipher them, that's fine, but I wouldn't take it as creed. I really wouldn't. I would just do the second step is to look at the quality of the bag. There's always something missing with a fake, always. Okay, here's another cute bag and another brand I love to pick up for resale because they're popular. And this is Hobo. Look how pretty this red bag is. It's also in really good condition. It's got little knots holding the straps. It's got some pretty little flattering pleats there. Red. Everybody needs a red handbag. That's another go-to color is red and pink. They always do well. Let me see if anybody else has any. Yeah, I do not like to. Thank you guys for being here. Vanessa, I'm glad you're here. And Kathleen as well. So yeah, everyone needs the red handbag. Not everyone loves pink, but when people love pink, they love pink. I've told you about pink before. They really love pink. I have a friend who really loves red. Everything has to be red. Coat, bags, shoes. It's like her favorite thing. Julie Little Secrets. Thanks for being here. Again, if you do have a question, put it in caps or put it in all. Put a few question marks before and after. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to give me that thumbs up before you leave if you're in a hurry to get somewhere. If you make coffee, I'll take some. Oh, I thought you really. If you make coffee, I'll take some. I'm still alive, though. Thank you. Love you. He makes the best coffee, guys. I'm waiting for him to make it because I make it horribly. He's got it down to a science. All right, let's see. Any more? Patty and Granny Josie's here. Yeah, this is a great bag. This is a great brand. It is in awesome condition, too. It doesn't look used at all. I already had it stuffed. Again, this is the way I like to take their picture. I do not lay a bag flat. You're not showing it to its full potential here. People really want to see what it looks like. Nice lining on there. And again, it's just super cute. I hope you can see it. You probably can't. But I'm showing it anyway. Maybe I can pull it out. No, it's tacked. It's got 2 big pockets and a zipper. Actually, it's got 4 big pockets and a zipper pocket. It's got 2 on each side and then a zipper there too. And look, it's pristine. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. All leather too. And again, that's what I look for. I don't want to have to explain away the straps. Okay. Then I picked up some vintage bags because I love vintage bags. And someone had obviously donated their collection. So they let me have this one for, well, this one was marked $5.99. I don't know why they put it there on the zipper, but they did. So I got it for about $3, I guess. It's a kind of a tapestry. It's got the cutest little feet where it'll actually sit balanced on the table. So, because it's got the feet kind of on the side. And I think it says the branding here. Let me see. It's JR, made in the USA, is what it says. Really pretty lining, very clean, no smells. And people love these. And I have seen people wearing these. I saw an Asian girl the other day. Well, actually, a group of Asian. You know how trendy Asian girls are? They just love the latest fashions. And I think they were walking to the Galleria. And I was driving through there, and they were all sporting little tiny lady bags. I'm going to start calling them lady bags like this, but they looked vintage. So the girls love to grab that stuff. And it's just a darling, darling press. Little kiss snap. Wide strap there. It is really nice. I don't know which is tapestry and which is needlepoint because I have one that's really more like a tapestry. This one here. This, I don't know, because this is that thicker. This is almost looks like a carpet bag, right? So I got that one, and then they didn't have a price on this other one. So I asked the guy, and he said, I'm going to show you one more, and then we'll get to my story about the fake, and then we'll finish off with the rest of the haul. I asked the guy what it was, and I told him that one's $4.99. I don't know if you want to give me this one for $4.99. Look, this one opens up when you stuff it. I haven't stuffed it yet. And he said, let me take it back there, and he did, and he came back with $3.99. It's like, okay, I'll take that. I think it's Lucite. I'm not sure how to tell the difference. It's got the clear here on the sides. It's got a really nice shape on the handle, and black trim, clear here. I'm sure it's Lucite. And then it's even clear at the top. I don't know if you can see that. It's got a clear acrylic there at the top. I think it's so pretty, and it's pretty clean for its age. It really is. But this lining does come out. The only thing I see a little sullied is that little panel pocket there, that little slip pocket. It's a little sullied right there. But I think this will sell. It's different, you know. The Lucites are collectible. I love the handle. I mean, the closure here, it just kind of snaps like that. And again, just that classic lady bag that people love. This would also make a great knitting bag. And knitting bags are really popular too, especially on Etsy. Isn't that cute, guys? I paid like $3 for it. Really pretty. So, okay, now I'm going to get to my story, and then we'll finish with the haul. I think I only have 3 more bags to show you. Okay, this is my story about, let me just check real quick for questions. Love Hobo. Oh, you do? That sounds pretty. Hobo on Posh. That sounds pretty. Yeah, I like colored bags. I really think they kind of, you know, add a pop of color to your outfit. Could be a weekend bag too, yeah. Hey, Patty R, how are you? Any questions, guys? Put them with some caps in the front and the back. I mean, question marks in the front and the back, or make your question all caps for me, please, so I can see them, because I'm trying to scroll back. Do authentic coaches always use? No, they don't. They don't always use the YKK is what I've heard. I'm not too sure what other ones they use, but I know they don't always use the YKK zipper. What does this one have? Where's my little one here? This one doesn't have a zipper, I don't think. Yeah. It does have a zipper, and it's not a YKK zipper. It has no mark. I think once they started going away from the ones made in the USA, I think you'll see a variety. Yeah. Okay. All right. I don't think sell better on eBay or Posh. Again, I think I answered that about the vintage bags. I would put them first on eBay and Etsy. They sell well on Etsy. But I would not rule out Posh, because they do sell on Posh, and people look for that. If people like things, they're going to look for it everywhere. I know when I was looking for a particular piece, whether it be vintage or retired James Avery things or vintage bags, I wanted a Louis Vuitton, a certain one, and I looked on Etsy. That's where I found my very first Papillon that I'm going to show you a little bit in a minute. But let me put it over here before I forget about finding the codes for those things. All right, so I got this bag. I think it was the week that Kate Spade died. I didn't want to resell it. I wanted something, you know, from her line. I have the classic sandbag in the mini, in the mini version. And I had actually sold that before she died. And then I found a little clutch that I bought before she died, and I decided to keep it. And then I wanted something else. So I really like this one. I love the baguette style. It's a burgundy leather. And when I felt it, to me, it didn't even feel like leather. I mean, but I've been fooled before, guys. I smelled it. I really couldn't tell. On here, it kind of looked like I could look on the zipper. It does have the logo everywhere. It's got it on the zipper. It's got the name here as well. And then I looked up the style, and they had it in eBay and other places. But it just felt kind of stiff to me, maybe because it really hasn't been used. I don't know. And then what really, really got my antennae up is the lining, because it's that pigskin lining that fake Louis Vuittons use. that's one thing you'll find immediately when you pick up a Louis Vuitton, and they have this suede-like lining that's genuine suede and not ultra suede, which is what they do use in their bags. Forget what they call it, Elantra or something lining, but they don't use genuine suede in their bags. So when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, this must be a fake. I think it's a fake. So, and it's in good condition, it really is. But then we wrote each other back and forth. We were very cordial, of course. She was very cordial and, you know, didn't lose her cool or anything. She's just like, no, this is genuine and so forth. And then I went, no, well, I don't think that they use this lining. And I actually saw one on Posh and it didn't have that lining. It had a fabric lining. And she went on and on to say, well, this is the other, you know, version and whatnot. Long story short, Poshmark sided with both of us. So now I'm thinking, well, maybe it is genuine. Maybe I'm mistaken. I can be mistaken. We all can. It has the feet. It's got the logo on the feet. The stitching is very nice. Again, the only two signs that led me to think it might be fake is the stiffness of the leather. It felt a little plasticky to me, and I cannot bend any parts of the purse inside out to look and see if you can see the little grain that you normally can see on leather, you know, the little grain marks, the little suede like part, the other side of the leather. I can't do that in this bag at all. So they sided with both of us. They said, we've determined that the bag is not fake. We've determined that your concerns are what did they say? Your concerns are legitimate, or not legitimate, but understandable or whatever. We conclude that both of you should not lose your money. So we're going to let you keep the bag. We're going to refund you. They actually refunded me. And so I kept the bag. I got a refund, and she got her money. So I'm left with this beautiful little Kate Spade bag that I thought was a fake because of the lining, because I could not find, it does feel like leather, but then it doesn't feel like leather. So I don't know. But some leathers do have that very stiff feel. And I've even I've come across some leather that has kind of like a sleek, almost oily feel, and it stumped me too. I had to look and look for the tag that said genuine leather. So I don't know. What do you guys think? But then again, like I said, and then she explained why this was the lining. It is striped, you know. Kate Spade does make that really pretty lining. I just was taken aback by the fact that it was suede. So I don't know. Let me read what you guys say in the chat. And I like the way Posh does that. I really do. They always take into account, I think, your history on the site. I think that, and like I said, I did look at the ladies' feedback when I bought it. And I'm not looking for, you know, anything unusual. What I'm looking for when I look at feedback is how many things does she have listed? What kind of things does she sell? I do look at the picture. I do look what kind of person they look like. Do they look like just a young flighty teenager that's selling on the fly, has two things listed and could care less? Because that's the kind of stuff. Or if someone's just selling all, you know, Louis Vuittons at $100, you know, they're fake. So I look at that, and so I am still holding that bag. And yeah, that's the story on that. So if you have any questions, let me check the chat again. Replica manufacturers are getting good. So sad. I've come across some very well-made replicas. Yeah, they are well-made, but you can look at those telltale signs. I do have a video. I'll link it at the end here on different things that you can look for, either the stitching. Not all of a lot of people think that the monogram will never be cut. That's not always the case, because sometimes they are cut in one piece. That's not always the case. And so you'll see it upside down on one side. This one does not have any, I can't see anything cut, but I know in some of the Murray Caris, they do cut it. And, you know, it's a genuine Louis Vuitton. I bought it. I used to have the keep ball, the 55 keep ball. And, you know, it had all of that. Sometimes you can discount some of the things. Another thing, and this happened to me with this, well, not this original one, because I rebought this one in the kettle leather, because I had it in the tan leather. This comes with a tan strap too. And I bought it on Etsy, and I resold it. And then I bought this one on Posh. And when I sold mine on eBay, funny, I could not find the, I never knew where the serial number was. I just bought it. I knew what the bag looked like because I had it in the 90s. I've already rebought this bag 3 times, actually. 3 times. I had it in the 90s. I had originally bought it at Neiman Marcus. Never bothered with looking for serial numbers and everything. It's just, you know, you buy it at the store, you know it's real. But when I sold it, when I resold it, the one I bought on Etsy, because I sold the other one long ago, the lady said, well, where is it? And then I said, well, I'm not even sure, but she bought it anyway. And I should have known, you know, when they start asking questions after they buy it. So then she said, you know what? I'm going to return it because I don't think it's real because I had to tell you where the serial number was. Okay, so she returned it, no problem. And then now I know where the serial number is. It's in the very corner of the seam, and you'll find these obscure numbers in the most obscure places. It's in the corner. I mean, you literally have to go in there with a flashlight to see it. It's in the very, very corner around here of the seam. So this is a genuine too, and I looked for this one when I bought this one on Posh, and now I knew where to look, so I found it. But that's another tip, guys, is that you won't always see the serial numbers right off the bat, but just look around for it. Ask your buyer, your seller rather, where it is. They usually know, and they usually picture it, but sometimes they don't, so you have to ask them. And then things like Gucci, they usually have it on their little tab. And then, of course, different styles of Louis have them in different places. The Speedy has it on a little tab. Gucci has it on a little tab, but they have it on the underside. So you won't see it right away. As soon as you open a Gucci bag, you usually see the little tag right there by the zipper, but you have to lift it up, and that's where the serial number is on that one. And then the other one, this black one I got on Posh too. And remember when I showed it to you, because I got a really good deal on it, I could not believe the price I got on it, and then I couldn't find, I did the live unboxing, so I didn't have time to find the serial number, but I knew it was real. I knew, like I said, checked her feedback, knew what she sold, saw that she had a lot of good feedback on Poshmark. Then I realized it was inside of the zipper in a pocket in a seam. And I won't take everything out. This is crazy, guys. I actually had this wrapped in a scarf, and I have the dust bag right here. Crazy. But I like to stuff them so they don't lose their shape. So anyway, it's got a little pocket, and on the seam of the pocket is where the serial number is. It's crazy. Just crazy. But that's how you have to look. And with Louis Vuitton, there are different telltale signs as well. The Epi leather usually has, like their bucket bags, they'll usually have their serial number on the side of the strap even. You'll have to look in here. On some styles, right here, like on the seam of the strap, is where they'll have the serial number. So what I always do when I want to buy a bag is I look for different sellers and look for the ones that have the serial number, and that way I know where to look at the particular bag that I'm looking for, because they have them in different places. You literally have to hunt. So that was that one. And do you have any other questions about Louis Vuitton or anything that I may? No, I don't know everything, of course. There are a lot of blogs on Facebook and other places. Some are free, some are not. But there's a lot of good information out there too, guys, that you can decipher a particular bag. Where is the serial number, or what kind of serial number? Same thing with jewelry. You can look for that. There are great videos on YouTube as well. Thank you. I appreciate that, Tammy. Okay, Posh is very fair. They make both sides happy. They certainly do. They usually do. Again, I think they look at the history of the seller and the buyer and see. I really do, because they take a little while to get back to you. Yes, I don't like fake leather either. Okay. Hey, Belinda, I think I said hello to you. I'm glad you're here. Guys, there's 23 people watching, but 10 people did not put the thumb up. So let's go over there and do that. Hi, darling Buckland. How are you? I'm glad you guys are here so early in the morning. I haven't even had breakfast. I've been kind of busy this morning. But I think I want to go out for breakfast. I don't feel like cooking today. I think I'm going to go to Denny's. Or I may go have some Mexican breakfast. Tacos or huevos rancheros or something good like that. I think that's what I'm in the mood for. All right, let's go on with a, hi Elizabeth, how are you? I'm glad you're here. Let's go on with some more of this haul. I did have another vintage bag. I don't think I showed you this one. This is just a little satin evening bag. Again, just a really pretty lady purse. I like it though because it's pretty big for an evening bag. It's got some needle point there. And it's also one of those, it looked like the same brand as that other one. Now I can't hardly read it here, but it says USA. Black satin, gold chain. Super cute. My daughter loved this one too. See what I'm telling you? The young girls love these bags. That's why I'm saying, why not list them on Posh if they're buying them? They're buying them somewhere. Why make them go to eBay if they can find it on Posh? But eBay's great. Don't get me wrong. I love eBay. I sell a lot on eBay. So clothing and jewelry and handbags and ashtrays and jewelry boxes. I just sold a jewelry box on there. It's really excited to sell that because I really want to start clearing out my jewelry boxes. I have those cabinets and I've been using those, and then I've been using really just what I need, you know. Okay, another bag that I love, and I think I should have stuffed this one because it's so pretty. This was only, okay, they have that little tag everywhere, guys, $6.99, but I paid about $4. And this is another great brand. Black leather. It's Perlina. It's a department store brand, but they are in the $100 range. They used to be in the $100 range years ago. I guess they're about $150, $200. I had a beautiful red one like this that I sold on Posh, actually. Red patent. I love this one. It is zip up. It's a very soft crinkled leather, black. Great size strap. Straps are a little curled right now. I need to kind of like hang it so it'll be flat a little bit. But it's cute. I think it looks kind of like a biker jacket or something. It's so pretty. No wear on it at all. The lining is pristine as well. I like the brass hardware on it too. I don't know if you can see those buckles. Really, really nice. And I believe you can, no, you can't adjust the strap. I thought you could, but the other side does not have the buckles, which is good because this is like a perfect size. It really is. It's a shoulder. It's, you can, you know, clutch it like this. It's just perfect. And it's so lightweight. And that's what I've looked for. That's why I love Louis Vuitton, because especially their canvas bags are lightweight. So all you're putting in is the weight is what you're adding to stuff it. Look at that lining. Gold stripe and absolutely fabulous condition for $4. So this is another one I'll list possibly on eBay and then Posh. I think everybody needs a black leather bag. I know I do. And if it doesn't sell, I'm keeping it. I have a few black leather bags. I have that really huge one that I told you reminded me like a model's day off bag. It's just everything. You could probably use it as a suitcase. But this is a good everyday black bag. Really, really cute. Perlina. And look, they even have a little bit of detail here on the side with some pleating. So that's cute. And it's got the name there as well. There on the side, Perlina. The little brass tab. So yeah, love this brand too, Perlina. So we learned some brands today. We got Tano, Perlina, and then this one, guys. I'm nuts. I'm telling you, I am nuts. I have this bag, and I think I showed it to you last time. It was hanging back there, and I told you it was carrying an orange bag this month. And it's the exact bag. And this is by Rachel Welch. Rachel Welch. And I had this bag, and I bought this bag, this exact bag. So I have two of the same bag, but one's orange and one's tweed purple. This one is brand new. And I had this bag exactly like this, but it was not brand new. I bought it at a thrift store. And it had gotten a little bit of wear and all of that. And I sold it, I think, on Posh. Don't remember. I think it was Posh or eBay. And then I've been using the orange one, and I've been loving the structure of it. I love the way it's not really hard structure, but it's to the point where you can see everything right away. You open it up and everything's there. And I even carried I'm even carrying my planner in there, my little, what is it? What is that fancy English brand? Filofax. I have a little Filofax in there. I have my purse within a purse. I even have the case for my glasses. Everything that I showed you in my last What's in My Bag, I've been carrying. And you can snap it here to make it wider. So if you need more room, you just widen it up. Or if you like that little, cinched waist there, you can cinch it back up. But I was thinking, gosh, why did I ever sell my little purple one? It's all leather here, leather straps, leather bottom, nice feet, and tweed. But the only difference is that this is a snap closure. Thank you so much. And the other one is a little twist button, and the other one is orange patent, but it's the exact same bag. Thank you, babe. So I thought, I'm going to buy it again. So where did I go? Where do you go when it's on your mind? This is going to answer everybody's question. Where do you go when it's on your mind? eBay. So I found it on eBay, and I rebought this bag because I really like the style of it. I like the function of it. It's a great size. You open up your bag, and it's there. And then so I rebought it, and I got it for a good deal because these are about $200 bags. Because when I bought my orange one, I bought it at Dillard's. And I bought it on clearance for about $75, but it's like a $200 bag. So I found it for $20 on eBay, and she said brand new, and she was right. This has not even been used. It doesn't even look like it was used. The lining is perfect. The leather doesn't have any stains. It's super, super nice. So I got it for $20 with the shipping included. It was $10 and then $10 to ship. So I took advantage of it and bought it. All right, so that's that. That's the bag there. And that's the kind of stuff I do. I don't do that with clothing. I don't like fall in love with a shirt and then buy it in 3 colors. But I can do that with a bag. And I can rebuy and sell and rebuy bags. That's a problem of mine for sure. Yes, I'm telling you, that's a $200 bag. Look at it on maybe online and not on eBay. And that's where they run. She has beautiful, beautiful bags. Again, that's Rachel, not Raquel, Rachel Welsh. And it's not like the actress. It's spelled with an SH. Really nice bags. Again, they sell them at Dillard's. That's why I bought my original orange. So yeah, that's one thing I definitely do. And then here's a great bag I found at the Goodwill just the other day. And I looked at it and I thought it was a Bottega Veneta because their signature is this woven type of structure on their design on their bags. And again, it was pink. So I said, I can't leave a pink bag behind. I've advised you guys that resell, do not leave your pink bags behind because somebody will want it. And then I opened it. The lining was awesome and pristine. It's like a, what do you call this? Like a canvas, like a really thick canvas on the inside. It's got pockets and slots for your cards and a zipper. And it hasn't been used. It's new. It's absolutely new. And the brand I did not know, but I saw Italy, made in Italy, so it was mine. XXJ Secolo is what it says. If you guys have heard of the brand, let me know. That's it there. And this is just a great tote travel. So I'm going to list it on Posh for a good $1. I think it deserves a good $1. It's 100% leather, and it is Italian leather. Made in Italy, Italian design, Italian leather, and it zips. I love when tote bags zip. Did I say Helen Welch? It is Helen Welch. I don't know why I said Rachel. Sorry, guys. I get mixed up. See, I get mixed up with the actress, too. Making wigs now. Yeah, it's definitely Helen Welch on this one, guys. And like I said, I have it in another color. And I bought the one in the other color at Dillard's, so I know it's a good bag. So anyway, look at this. It's got a beautiful silhouette. It's got the little cut corners there. And it's weaved, but it's not weaved like the Bottega Veneta. It's a very close weave, which can often wear pretty quickly, especially in shoes. So I'm always hesitant to buy woven shoes that have, I mean, I love the way they look, but they start to open up in that. But this one has some kind of a structure where it doesn't look like it would do that. It's really nice. And it's coming off a little bit more Pepto-Bismol, but it's really a pretty, pretty pink. It's like a, I would say a Barbie pink. Yeah, it looks kind of salmon and Pepto-Bismol there, but it's not. It's just beautiful. I hope you can get a good look at it. Let me make sure I showed you all the other bags. I think I did. I think I did show you all of my bags. And yeah, like I said, that's another thing I look for reselling. If it's made in Italy, you're usually looking at quality. Now, a lot of times you may find some Italian bags that they're not made that well. They're probably made for the tourist trade and whatnot. But that is a good bag, and I thought it was worth what I say I paid for it. I think it was Mark 14, so I got it for about 12. Didn't pay very much for it. For a leather bag, guys, you can't even buy. You can't even buy a coin bag for $12 at Target made out of plastic. So, yeah, that's thrift shops. And Poshmark, too. You can find some good things to resell on Poshmark. Just keep looking, especially if you're looking for a designer bag. Keep looking. And, you know, make sure you read that feedback from the buyers who've bought from them. Make sure you look at your seller. Ask questions. Ask lots of questions, because they are selling lots of fakes on Poshmark. They really are. But they get. I've been. I take part when they email me and say, can you review these items? They've been reported as, and they do it to a lot of people. They've been reported as fakes, and then you give your opinion. Yes, it's fake. No, it's not. And I do it willingly, because I can't stand a counterfeit bag. I think they're just atrocious, and they do a disservice to all of us. I really do, not just to the people they're stealing the design from. Yeah, Verapella is a good brand too. Is that Italian? I think it sounds like it's an Italian brand. And anytime you see the word pelle, it means leather in Italian. It's a Latin derivative there. So I always look for that. It usually means it's a leather bag. All right. If there's not any other questions that I see, I'm going to let you go so I can go eat something. And Tammy, did you have any other questions? And if you do have any, you can go ahead and leave them here, and then I'll try to pick them up for the next Q&A, and I'll try to make it live again. I think it's fun this way too. Yes. Coach has some very pretty designs. I laud Coach quite a bit. I think it's great. I just never cared for the C logo too much, but I do like most of their other classic leather styles. Oh, wait a minute. Did you guys see the Kate Spade? You did, right? And I gave you the story about it, right? Oh, where is it? Oh, here it is. So I was telling you guys about this, right? And I was telling you that it's a fake. Well, I thought it was a fake, but they say it's not a fake. So now we're going to say it's not a fake, because I kind of trust Posh. And I guess they trusted her. So I'm going to give this one away. I want to give this one away. If you want, are you guys interested in a giveaway? Let me know in the comments, because I'm not going to do it if you don't like it. And it's Kate Spade, I'm telling you. It's a cute little baguette. I wanted a baguette. I love baguettes too. They're also very, very nice for shopping, because you can cling them to your body. They cling to your body, and they're not cumbersome. So yes, okay. Well, if you're interested in this giveaway, I am going to give it away today. I like to do random giveaways. I don't like to announce them. So what I want you to tell me, the first one who can tell me the name of the bag that I have rebought 3 times, or the color of the bag that I'm sporting now. The first one to answer either one of those questions wins this Kate Spade. And I hope I see it right away. Because, yeah, I just talked about it. There's a bag I've rebought 3 times. Tell me the name of it, or tell me the color of the bag that I'm using now. No, it's not a Speedy. Not a Louis Orange. Are you saying, okay, if you're saying Louis Vuitton, I need the name of the Louis Vuitton. And give me one answer. Okay. The tweed one in purple. No, I'm not carrying that one. Courtney Love LV. No, I have not rebought that one. Vanessa, you got it right. It's an orange bag. I'm carrying the purple style. What was it again? Welsh. Can't remember her. Helen Welsh. I'm carrying this one in orange right now because it's October. All right, Vanessa, go ahead and shoot me your address again. Oh, Guillermo, you got it too late. It was the Papillon, but hold on to that trivia, guys, because this is not the last bag I'm going to give away. I really want to start giving away bags too. Not everybody just wants jewelry, right? We like bags too. Yes, it was the LV Papillon, and it was the orange bag, and Vanessa got it. So, Vanessa, I believe you're the first one that said orange all by itself there. So, I think I know your address, but go ahead and send it to me because sometimes I erase my emails. And I'll send you this Kate Spade. I think you'll like it. I really do. It's very nice. It's got a little bow. It's a popular style. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go so that we can move on with our day. I actually want to join the challenge today. Go over to Chick Picker's channel and try to join that challenge because I have some things I want to list and hopefully win some money over there. Come back and see me again. Watch that video I put up early this morning with my last jewelry jar. It was a great jar. And have a great Sunday, guys. We'll see you really soon.